Okay, here we go. World of Tanks, and we are on the Prokhorovka map. Sorry, fiery salient, if you will. And I am driving my Tier 6 American tank destroyer, the Hellcat, in a in a very Tier 7 and 8 battle. As you can see, the matchmaking is not too favorable, although it kind of looks like that 3-5-7 thing that that War Games talk about wanting to do. But anyway, what do you do when you're a bottom tier in a high tier match? So, yeah. So anyway, I'm following the Type 64 out in front of me. He's a scout. And again, I'm a tank destroyer, although I'm a pretty sneaky one, and I'm fairly quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run across here, and the plan is to, oops, wrong way, wrong button. The plan is to slide into H1 or maybe even G1. Hey, get out of my way, and see what kind of planking that I can do. Now, looking back out the other way, and I'm concealed in a bush here. It's a long shot, so I'm just looking out right now to see what I can see. But the problem is there's likely to be stuff out in front of me that I'm not going to have be able to take shots at. But anyway, pop up here. There's the bulldog. Get a shot into him. And the idea is I'm just going to sit up here, and I'm going to use my stealthiness and my gun depression just to take cheap shots at, well, you know, whoever I can take cheap shots at. So, you notice I pulled back after I fired the very first shot, and the idea there was, you know, I didn't know if I'd been spotted or not. But my sixth sense obviously didn't go off. So at this point, I'm thinking, all right, I'm pretty actually safe up here. All right, yeah, that shot was never going to go in, even if I got lucky and hit. But anyway, like I said, I was thinking I was pretty safe up here, and we'll shoot at the M6 because I know I can pin him. Not being spotted at the maximum extent of my view range. So the idea is to just sit out here and, again, just plink whoever I can plink. So we got the bulldog getting ready to come across the front here. No, he's ducking down. Wow, okay, that one went a little high. Oh, that's okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm looking for shots on whatever I can get shots on. And, yeah, got another one into the bulldog. So he's down to one-shottable status for me, and again, the gun on the Hellcat is pretty good. Average 240 damage, and reasonably good pin, at least good enough for shooting at lights and the sides of mediums. Here, the premium ammo, if I get it to come up. There we go. 243 millimeters of penetration, which is going to be more than enough to do what it needs to do. But I think it was about this time, if he hadn't disappeared, that might have been a decent shot. But anyway, I think it was about this time I started looking at my ammo loadout, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm starting to run out of ammunition. So, alright, so anyway, Hellcat comes popping over, and sure enough, I do get spotted. Somebody takes a shot at me, but I pulled back immediately. And the Type 64, he got spotted by the Hellcat, so the Type 64 picks up and runs off. Perfectly sensible thing to do. But the match is even so far. And we've got guys camping on the hill on the far side. We've got a T-34, I wouldn't say pinned down in the middle, but he's just not doing much in the middle, because if he does pop up, he's going to take fire. And then I have a Cheeto and the Type 64 behind me. Now the IS-3 is who we're pushing out in front of me. So I'm thinking, all right, let's see. Can I get a shot at that enemy IS-3? No, he's way out there. That's not going to go in. I need to support this IS-3, except, yeah, he's getting just nuked. But I put a good shot into the ISU-152. Which, doesn't do the IS-3 any good, and another blind shot, and And one more, just in case. Not sure if I got him or not. Oh, hey, the Chaffee's back. Let's see what we can do there. Line the shot up. Nope, just goes overhead. Somebody else gets him anyway. So what do I do? The Cheeto's just sitting there, and he's not taking any fire. So I'm thinking that, all right, if he's not taking fire, the enemy might have pulled back on this side. And oops, okay, there's the ISU 152. Put another round into him, but this is a premium. These are premium rounds now because, like I said, I am out of the regular stuff. I have used up my allotment. So another round into him, and friendly takes him out. Our T-34 actually popped up and took the shot. So Cheeto down there, one-shottable pretty much for anybody who cares to shoot at him. I'm not. And I'm trying to decide at this point, do I ease up or not? And it's like, you know what? Let's go ahead, run with it. Let's try to ease up to that line of bushes and see if I can get some spotting done for my team. So I'm just coming up here nice and carefully, And, okay, 122-44 destroyed the Cheeto. And I'm like, at that point, okay, I don't have the Cheeto to back me up, and the 122-44 still sitting out there, and ah, crap. Okay, I'm spotted, time to get out of dodge. And sure enough, that's where he is, right there. And again, the one thing the Hellcat has going for it, it's quick, not as quick as it used to be. Dodge one shot, dodge a second shot, and I got out of dodge. So, we are still winning, just slightly, but we are kind of compacted. We got half our remaining tanks are on the hill, and they're not doing much. We've got the T-34 over there, and then there's me holding this flank. So the Bulldog can spot for the SU-122-44. SU-122-44 can obviously slide over there and get some kills. But we pick another kill up, and so does the enemy team, so things are still even. And I'm looking for a shot on the 122-44, but he disappears. And I'm also worried about that IS-3, and of course, worried about the Bulldog flying over the top. So I figure, okay, at this point, I'm not spotted, so let's just go ahead and get over the next hump, so I'm over near a friendly. And I do get spotted as I get over this hump, but I see what the Bulldog's doing. It looks like he's making a run down to the south. So I'm about as fast as he is. So I'm just going to keep moving. And I'm expecting him to pop up over there to my right somewhere. So I pull up, and see, I'm got to go external so I can actually find this bush. And oh, there he is. Okay. So this is going to be a nice, simple shot. I don't know who tracked him before I took my shot, but that just made it a simpler shot. So get back into cover because I don't know what that 122-44 is doing, and check the mini-map and look around, and I see the IS on top of the hill, and I'm thinking that's my next target. So this E-25 up here, I'm going to give him a hand, but before I can even get myself lined up, he just gets just gets nuked by everybody, and our Type 64 finishes him off. Okay, so there's an artillery IS-3 SU-122-44 left. We have half a dozen tanks left at this point. So the game, I'm not going to say is completely in the bag. Our T-34 could take a couple hits and go down, but our E-25 is full health. He can certainly take a couple of hits. Our Tiger II, on the other hand, he doesn't seem to be doing much of anything. Let's see what he is doing. He's got 11 health left. And our Type 64 is probably a one-shot for everything that's left. So, IS-3 pops up in a very unfortunate position for himself. He's down in that gully down there, and our E-25 had him spotted. So if he's turning around to put his front armor at the E-25, that means I've probably got a pretty good chance of being able to put a round into his back end, or maybe into his engine deck, because I'm going to have the height advantage. So I'm coming over here kind of carefully, because I know about where he is, but I'm not sure exactly. Get the spot, and E25 finishes them off. So, or maybe the E25 finished them, got the spot. I'm not sure which, but E25 was definitely quicker on the trigger than I was. So that leaves their artillery and their SU-122-44, and well, it's coming down to who can get the spots and who can get shots. So anyway, move as quickly as I can, and I'm just going to pull up onto this railway embankment, and I'm just going to sit right on top of it because I'm looking where the E25 is, I'm looking where the T-34 is, and they haven't spotted anything yet. So I will just stop right here, and sure enough, get a good hit into the M44, and you know, I just can't reload fast enough. E25 is going to finish him off. Now, where's the SU-122-44? He's got to be over there somewhere. Come on, where is he? Where is he? I itch forward just a little bit. Oh, there he is. So, line my shot up. He takes a hit from the T-34. I get a hit in, and the E-25 finishes him off. And, of course, the SU-122-44 had a little something to say at the end there. But anyway, here are the post-game stats. And, well, yeah, take a look. Confederate. This one surprised me, the high caliber, and then of course another mastery badge. I was shooting, like I said, pretty much everything that appeared in front of me, and just the gun was working. I was getting penetrating hits. Obviously, that was a poorly aimed shot at the T-28. I didn't think it had much of a chance to go in, but you never know. I decided to go ahead and take it anyway. Yeah, just kept hitting. And if we go to the team score, you can see that I did over 3,300 damage for the team, and which was, you know, like I said, a great result. And only 2 kills, but like I said, I'm not complaining because, again, most of those were against higher tier targets. E25 did pretty good as well, 4 kills, almost 1,900 damage, and our T-34 pretty much hung in the middle there as well. The SU-122-44 on the other team, a couple of kills, 1,400 damage. Didn't really get a chance to put his gun to use, maybe as much as he could have. The ISU-152 did fairly well though, 2,100 damage, 1,900 damage for the M44. But it was pretty much even there for a good chunk of the game. And I'm not gonna say I won the game, but I certainly contributed. I certainly contributed fairly well for that. Sorry, I'm not going to say I carried the game, but I certainly had a major contribution to it. Only, like I said, only a couple of kills, but just lots and lots of damage. So, and that's what happened. So anyway, 24 shots fired, 18 of those hit, 15 of those penetrated. Most of the damage I did was from greater than 300 meters, so almost 2,900 damage there. 1 hit received that, like I said, you could, when that was happening, I could have, you could have made the argument there that I should have been moving forward, but I was thinking it was time to move, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh crap. And that's when I decided, okay, let's run. There is an element of luck. Again, in a situation like that, I did turn around and run. I got lucky that they didn't land that second shot on target. But again, when you have a good game like that, again, there is that element of luck involved. Somebody's going to miss a clutch shot. RNG just decides, nope, not this time. You never know. So, but anyway, 27,000 credits, or not quite 27,000 credits, but I did fire a lot of premium ammo, and that ended up costing me, so I only made an 1,100 credit profit off of that. But I also have to say that is the most that I have ever fired in, most ammunition I've ever fired in my Hellcat. So, the takeaway here is that, sometimes you're just not going to have good matchmaking, and you've got to do the best thing you can in the tank you have. Again, the Hellcat, it's a pretty good tank. It's going to do well in a lot of situations, but again, it is not easy to do well in a Tier 8 match. You have to take advantage of your strengths, but that's true of any tank. And just think, strategically, just think tactically. And you know, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. And with that being said, check this out. I recompleted TD 11-3, TD 11 for the T55A in this particular case. As you can see here, the conditions were to finish the battle as the top player in both teams by damage cause at least 3,000 hit points of damage, and survive the battle. So, picked up a couple thousand free XP and an extra slot in the garage for all that. As you can see, I'm just going right back through all the TD missions here just to get that last one. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed the replay. I hope you realize that, again, even bad matchmaking, you can take advantage of it sometimes. And I really guess that's about it. So, thanks for watching if you're watching, and I guess I will talk to you later. Bye.